Hi, good morning, everyone. So today is Friday, July 27th, and today was my week 3 weigh-in, and today I'm down 2.2. Yay! So I'm really excited and thrilled about that. I will tell you, I had a big mistake last Friday, which was my weigh-in day. And that tends to be the day that if I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cheat on that day. And not necessarily cheat, but just kind of go off the plan for a little bit. And last Friday, I had this mix-up where I went online and I was looking, I don't know if you guys know this, but Little Caesars has a deep dish lunchtime combo pizza with a drink for $5. And so I love deep dish. I love crust. I love bread. And I wanted to splurge, and my goal was only to eat half the pizza, so 2 of the 4 slices of this personal pizza. And I went online and I checked to see if there was any calories. Of course, I didn't go to littlecaesars.com. I went to MyFitnessPal because they tend to have a lot of calories for a lot of things. Important lesson to learn. There was 3 different people that put in information that for some reason I believed, against my better common sense judgment, but they put in that it was 3 points per slice. And they all had a small variation of calories and fat and protein and carbohydrates. But for some reason, I went with it because I think, well, 2 things. I had 3 different people's tracking of the calories or the nutrition content on this website. 3 separate people. And 2, I kind of wanted to believe it. So call that denial, if you will. Anyways, so I was all set. I was so excited. I was like, 3 points per piece. I can have 2 pieces for 6 points, maybe 3 for 9 points. It's amazing. So I went to the restaurant, picked up the pizza, came back, ate it for lunch, and I didn't stop at 2 pieces. I ate 3 pieces. And I was like, woo! I feel full, a little too full, like Thanksgiving full. But I still went and was like happy that I got to splurge, and I only splurged at 9 points. So not a bad deal, I didn't think. And then what happened was I got back to work. I told another girlfriend who's doing Weight Watchers with me, hi Heidi, and I told her about the great deal. And then she was just like, that doesn't sound right. So then my common sense kicked in a little bit more, and I was kind of thinking, well, if she's questioning it, even though I told her that, 3 different people on this website said that that's the right nutrition, maybe I better double check with the company website. So I checked it out. Do you want to know how many points there is per slice of that Little Caesars deep dish pizza? I'll tell you. 11 points per piece. Per serving, which is a piece. Oh my gosh. 11 times 3, that was 33, but when I put it in my tracker, it was 34 points. Oh! So that was last Friday. Nonetheless, I didn't run out and get a Culver's ice cream that night because, well, that would have only brought my total way back up to 72 points in one day. But instead, I just was like, okay, I was wrong. I obviously, against my own better common sense judgment, I went against that. I wanted to believe that it was low points. Shoot, I was thinking to myself, if it's low points, and my girlfriend echoed my thoughts. She says, if it's that low of a points, I'll go to Little Caesars every day. And I'm like, yeah, I guess it's too good to be true. So, nonetheless, I still had a loss this week, 2.2, which is quite a big loss for me. I'm so excited. I think I'm down now 6.2 pounds since I've started Weight Watchers 3 weeks ago, and I feel great. I feel like I look great. I feel like my skin looks better just because I'm not eating a bunch of crap all the time. I had a big concern this week, which you saw in my last video. It was my husband's birthday this week, and I had that big beautiful meal of ribs and corn. I put in my description box that I didn't end up eating ribs and corn because unfortunately I didn't make a dessert that night for him, the raspberry cheesecake like he requested, and instead we went to Dairy Queen. So for my meal then, I chose to eat a Dairy Queen meal. I mean a Dairy Queen dessert. And no, that's not the healthiest or wisest decision, but I was like, I'm just not going to be able to put that many points in my mouth again and feel okay about it, so I'm going to pick to eat my points for dinner of being a Dairy Queen dessert. So, I ended up choosing the hot fudge sundae with, it's like ice cream and a fudge stuffed cookie with hot fudge drizzled all over everything, and that point total of that dessert was 33 points. So and that was 2 days before weigh-in, and then yesterday I had a very modest meal throughout the day, a lot of 0 points, just so that I wasn't full of salt before I weighed in this morning, and I think that worked. So I just wanted to make sure that I you know, am conscious of especially my salt intake on the night before a weigh-in too. So that's how I did it. And just taking it 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time. I went to a meeting last night, and at the meeting they talked about self-esteem and the importance of you know, thinking of a few people that you love in your life and looking at them with love and adoration, and what do you see about them, and you know, when you look up to them, and what things about that person make you happy, and then they asked, you know, like, then they wanted you to turn the tables and look at yourself that way, and say to yourself, well, what is it about yourself that someone else likes about you? So what characteristics, what traits? And throughout that whole process, you know, they're trying to help us to get away from our weight as being a focal point of what people see, and really truly see the other things that matter about us most, our values, like our humor, our sensitivity, our compassion, our love, you know, all the other things that come to mind when we think of the person who we love, like, or adore. And so I was like, yeah, that's a really good way to look at it, because it's not all about the scale. It's not all about how we look on our outward appearance. You know, if I took a handful of people that I love and I put them all up in a line, my first thought when somebody would ask me about what is it that I like about them, or what about them makes me love them, I certainly wouldn't think anything about their weight, because it's so many inside qualities and traits that that make me appreciate and love the other people in my life. And so I should be looking at myself that same way. So it was a really good meeting, and despite the fact that I'm not too in love with some of the instructors at this Weight Watchers group, during the 2 meetings that I can go to per week, I still think it's beneficial to go at this point. So we'll kind of see. We'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, I'm really excited about my weight loss, and I just wanted to share it with you all. So this is week 3 weigh-in, and nice big mega loss for the week. And I still decided, even though today is my day of weigh-in, if I do cheat on my lunch hour, I'm not going to go crazy bonkers on Little Caesars Pizza this week. I will go ahead and try to make a better decision. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say for this morning on my way to work. Thanks for listening. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for communicating and interacting with me. It makes my journey so much easier and so much more enjoyable. Thanks, Mom, for your shout out to me on Facebook and for asking other people to join my channel. You are so amazing and sweet, and I love you. And yes, you're right, it is vulnerable to get out here and talk about such precious topics like weight. But I know that if I'm struggling, a lot of other people are struggling, and so if I can be relatable to anybody else, that's what I'm here for. So yeah, take care everybody. We will see you next time. Get fit.